Warning. This channel features sarcasm and jokes. If you are offended by anything, we do not care.
Honestly, I have a feeling it was like the dad on the account, and then it was like the kid. Kid was like, I want to watch, and kid's like 10, so he's like, Dad, I want to watch Gotham, and the dad's like, no problem. What challenges have you faced as a content creator? How have you been able to overcome them to provide high quality and engaging content for your audience? I think ChatGPT is in the chat, like, asking me about streaming. The biggest struggle as a content creator is, unfortunately, finding the balance between creating content, which obviously has to get views, and yet at the same time, trying not to sacrifice, wait, did I just lose? Oh my God, I'm on drugs. I'm not supposed to take that. Oh my God. Oh my God, I'm on drugs. Oh my God, what am I doing? You're not supposed to take on D5. This is like 300 level tactic. By the way, you know what would help with the move knight takes D5? The poisoned pawn game on Chesley Plus. Anyway. Yeah, the biggest struggle, I mean, there's not much struggle, but the biggest struggle is balancing that. And I discussed this on, I went on Perpetual Chess Podcast, which is a great, Ben Johnson's great. And I answered this question very honestly. I am not cut out for the chess world, which is just like a really weird place. All this top level stuff, top players and FIDE, and it's a very weird world. I'm not cut out for that. I'm also not really cut out for the world of social media, in the sense that I wouldn't talk to people online any differently than I would talk to them in person. The Twitch stream is naturally a like show. But if you get past the jokes, obviously, that's all the same stuff I preach. It's very hard to talk seriously on Twitch. You guys are just gonna crack a bunch of jokes and be like... So it's basically impossible to have a normal conversation on Twitch, or about Twitch or anything. So the hardest part for me has been, like, I still look up to a lot of really strong top players, you know? I look up to them. I have to cover their games. I never, like, criticize them, but I have to cover their games. And a lot of them don't like me or like anything about me, kind of, because I've, you know, I'm sort of part of this cheapening of chess generation. You know what I mean? Like, I make videos about low elo chess. I get a lot of views. I'm not a good player. I'm more successful than a grandmasters, blah, blah, blah. So that kind of makes me sad. That makes me sad. It's kind of sad because, like, I looked up to chess players, and I thought, I was like, damn, these like people are like really cool. These are kind of like my, my idols in some ways, and now I have an opportunity to make videos about them, and a lot of them just don't like me, and I'm that makes me a little sad. And on the other hand, so there you go. I don't know. I'm just not really like cut out for how do I know that? Yeah, you're right, dude. I have no idea what I'm talking about, dude. It's weird. Anyway, there's no point talking about this with any of you because you're all just gonna write these really intense comments that instead of being like, oh, damn, sorry to hear that, you're all gonna be like, Gotham, they don't like you because of this and that and this and that. I don't, it doesn't really matter. It just doesn't really matter. You know. Like, even Anisha's recent tweet made me sad. And, like, it just should have made... Like, sometimes I'm like, am I just too sensitive? I'm not even, like... I don't get mad about anything. I don't get, like, triggered. I just get, like... Why do you... You know, my reaction to most things is, like, why did he do that? It's not like, what the did he say? It's like... Why did he say that? I'm just kind of like, oh... Alright. I tweeted, I said, why do chess tournaments have opening ceremonies? Like, if you guys noticed, the World Championship originally, the schedule said it was supposed to start April 7th. Did you guys notice that? It said April 7th. You know why it says April 7th? Because chess tournaments have this really weird tradition where the arrival day of players is like 2 days before the start of the tournament. It's super weird. And, you know, in the Chess.com Global Championship, remember, in Toronto, we didn't have an opening ceremony. Like, we just didn't do one. You showed up, the tournament started, like, the next day. And I remember being told, like, I was there, Wesley So was talking to some people, and Wesley was like, I really appreciate that. And, like, I think a lot of chess players don't need to go to an opening ceremony. All right? Like, they just, like, what are the... So anyway, I tweeted, I was like, what is the point of, like, opening ceremony? Like, why do chess tournaments have opening ceremony? And Anish responded. And anytime Anish responds, I sort of get ready for it, you know what I mean? It's like when you're about to get bullied by your older brother. Did I just hang mate? Is this my only move? That's sort of how I feel like anytime Anish responds to me. Yeah, I'm just... That's crazy. Another loss. And Anish was like, oh, why do you stare at, like, the camera at the beginning of the video? That's what he wrote. And I was like, Anish, what does this mean? Like, I knew he was gonna roast me, but I was like, what does it mean? And he goes, both pointless, Levy. And I was like, damn. Like,